Okay, so there's some clearances I can check on these connecting rods. You can check the bend and twist. Um, you can use a plastic gauge again and check the fit between the crankshaft and the connecting rods. You can set the crankshaft up on some V blocks and run a dial gauge on the shaft to check its run out. But I don't have the equipment to do a lot of those things, so I'm just gonna leave my crank alone, and I think it's gonna be fine because everything else in the bike so far has been in spec and really low kilometers, so I'm not gonna bother checking any of that stuff right now. That's the only thing I probably won't check that's in the manual. The last thing I'm gonna measure are the transmission pieces, and I'm gonna start with the fork ear width on the shift forks. So that's just thickness right here, and it should be between 4.9 and 5 millimeters. Clamp that down. 4.94, 4.97, 4.95. Same thing on the other side. 4.98, 4.99, 4.93. So those are all within spec, and I'll check the fork guide pin diameters as well. That's these little pins that ride in the drum, and those diameters should be between 5.9 and 6. So that's 5.95, 5.91, 5.91. It's a little bit of wear on those ones, but still within limits. And then the next thing I can measure is the groove width on the drums, and that width is going to be between 5.05 and 5.15. And I'm sitting 6.18. I think I took the wrong measurement. Oh, sorry. That should be 6.2 to 6.3. 6.05 to 6.2. 6.3 being the max. Okay. Too many numbers. 6.16. 6.06. 6.18. So those are all good. And the last thing to check is the groove width of the gears, where the shift fork ears go. These ones are going to be a little trickier to get at, and I'm shooting for gear shift fork groove width of 5.05 to 5.15. So that's 5.14, 5.19. It's a little high, but the service limit is 5.3, so I'm still okay. 5.11. Okay. So all the transmission pieces are okay, and they'll go back in. And that's it for service limits. I will clean up the rest of these parts, order everything I need, and start putting this thing back together. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to try and do is hone the cylinder walls. So I got the inside all lubed up. I have my honing tool and the end of my drill. I got the stones on that lubed up as well. And I want to achieve about a 45-degree crosshatch. So that means low speed and quick strokes is what I'm going to try to do to get the proper crosshatch in the cylinder wall. Okay, so I'm just going to place this guy in there. Get that kind of centered. And try and do this as smoothly as I can. The angle looks right. I should have noted that when I pull out, I don't want to stop and pull out. I want to keep having it turning when I pull out. And I don't want to do too much. Just want to scuff it up. And it looks like it could get a bit more than that. So try it again. There we go. That looks really good now. If I can show you that. I don't know if you'll be able to see crosshatch, but it looks pretty good now. Should hold the oil pretty well. Do that to the other cylinder as well. Okay, I gave it another quick go, and I don't know if you'll be able to see what it kind of looked like afterwards. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty clean in there. You can tell where the piston wears a bit more. There's some marks left from where the piston was sitting for a long time as well, but I think that should be good enough for now. I wanted to show how I had this rigged up in the vise. I just wrapped a piece of cloth around this part and then clamped on that, not very tight, just enough to hold it in place. I didn't want to scuff anything up, but that surface shouldn't matter that much anyhow. Okay, cylinder number 2. Looks good. It's just about to pull the valves out of this other cylinder head, and I'd like to show you guys a little modification I made to my valve spring compressor. This little guy, just popped it off, and then this socket that I had whittled away fits in there so much better, and that'll be a lot sturdier and a lot easier to get these valves out. I just took one of the intake valves off this rear head, and it's incredible how much buildup I had sitting on top of that valve. Take the rest of those out. Okay, that's all I'm gonna have time for tonight. Don't know if I'm doing all this stuff properly or not. I'm trying my best, but if you're more experienced with this sort of thing and you know I'm doing something wrong, let me know, and I'll try and put a note in the videos so other people know as well. I'm learning right now. I'm just trying to figure this stuff out, so if I'm doing something wrong or if I can do something better, give me a heads up and I'll try and fix it.